Hey, Jewel babes, we're back at it again. It's another wonderful day here with Jewel Nail Designs. I'm Jay Way. While you guys are coming in, go ahead and make sure that you hit that like, comment, definitely subscribe so you never miss another great uploaded video. Also turn on those post notifications. So today we have another great video. As you can tell by the thumbnail, we are going to do some nails. Yes, because hey, that's what we do. We are going to do some dual form nails using Polygel, and I'm like super duper excited. So we're just going to go ahead and jump straight into the video. First, want to say happy new year. Yes, 2025, we are here. New year, new blessings, definitely wonderful things to come. Prayers for you and your family, prosperity, good health, everything, all of that. Okay, so yes, getting back to the nails, we are going to jump straight into it. I have my little handy dandy tray right here, which I love, and I'm going to be using these dual forms. This is just some of the items that I will be using today. I just like to put it in this tray because it's like super cute. It's like organized and all of that. So we're going to be using these dual forms, and I'm just showing you how they look. This is how it's going to look. This is the bigger size, and this is a number 0. So I like that with this particular set of dual forms, it has the numbers listed because some of them don't do that. But this is how it's looking like, and I'm just so excited. I'm definitely not going to be going all the way down to the length because I need the active wear, like I always tell you guys, but I just kind of want to show the specs of the dual form. It seems of great quality. I am just curious to see how it's going to turn out. So this is what we got going on. Some of the materials that we're going to need along the way. I got some clippers just in case. I got my dual-sided Polygel brush with the spatula and the brush on the side. I got some base and top coat, and this is the beautiful Polygel that I'm going to be using. This is from Nail Couture. I got this in one of my scoops last year, and you guys stay tuned. We got some more great videos coming up. I got an Nail Couture mystery scoop, so definitely stay tuned for that. But yes, I wanted to use this color. Hopefully you guys can see it. This is just a beautiful iridescent color with shimmers and all of that, and I want all my nails to look like this, so we're going to do a full set of this beautiful color that is 106 from their Happy Gel. So you guys sit back, relax, and let's go ahead and jump into this video today. I'm excited. Let's go. All right, so jumping back into the video, I am going to go ahead and do some nail prep. I'll kind of speed past this process because you guys have seen me do this before, but I definitely need to fix these crusty, dusty nails. I need to push back the cuticles, get the cuticles off the nail plate, all of that. So I'm going to do a combination of using my cuticle pusher, my nippers, and also using my e-file that I purchased from Savvyland. You guys check that video out from Amazon, my unboxing. I'm still in love with this. So yes, I'm gonna go ahead and start the cuticle work so we can get to this Polygel. All right, y'all, so that took forever and a day, but we finally have our necessary nail prep that is going to be essential to make sure that your sets last and that the Polygel acrylic dip powder whatever you're working with is going to have a great place to adhere and to have a nice hold. So never skip on the nail prep. That is going to be the foundation of whatever set, whatever you're working on. You definitely need that necessary nail prep. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and dehydrate these crusty dusties. I am going to use some alcohol wipes, and I also like to use this dehydrator as well. You can honestly do either or. You can use the dehydrator or the wipes. I like to do both to make sure I have a nice great adhesion with my set. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then we'll move on to the process of putting the base coat on. So I like to do both the alcohol wipe and the dehydrator. For me, the alcohol wipe just takes away the debris, anything that was left over from filing, and the dehydrator will definitely dehydrate the nail plate. It will take all the oils and everything off of the surface so we can get an adhesion. Now I'm gonna move on to my favorite base and top coat. This is going to be Gayoi. I purchased this from Amazon. Definitely check this out if you are in the market of needing a base coat and a top coat with that diamond shine, that glass finish. This is the way to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on my nails. Generally, if I'm doing my nails off camera, I would just do all 10 at the same time. However, for the sake of this video and to make sure that it flows seamlessly and to make sure that I don't mess up my other hand, get it smudged up, anything like that, I am going to do one hand at a time, and I'm gonna do all 5 fingers. So I'm gonna start on to my left, I'll move on to the right. When you see me motion my hand to the side, it's just showing that I'm putting my hand under the nail lamp so it can cure. So yes, we're gonna start on this base coat. I'm gonna put it on all 5 fingers, and then I'll put it under my nail lamp to cure for 60 seconds. All right, and now we cure. Moving right along, I went ahead and sorted out all my sizes off camera, so I'm going to go ahead and use my dual forms, which I'm super excited. So let's go ahead and start the process. I will be using my Polygel stick. Is dual-sided. It has the brush on one side and the spatula on the other. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the brush. I like to use a little bit of alcohol, so that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just dipping it in this alcohol right here, and I love this bottle because you can squeeze out what you need. I am going to take this beautiful color from Happy Gel. I'm gonna put it in my dual form, and what I'm going to do is I'm gonna put just a little bit. I don't want to put too much, and also I am going to not go down too far, but I'm going to go down maybe a little bit further than I want, just in case if I need to do any filing and shaping at the end. It's always advised to maybe go a little bit longer than you want to, because you can always file that off, but you don't want to go too short, because then you'll have to add it on, and that can be a mess. So I'm just putting the gel in the dual form. I'm trying to keep the cuticle area nice and thin and flat. I don't want that too bulky because I want a seamless application, and I want it to flow very nicely. I want it to look natural. So once again, I'm bringing it down just a little bit longer than I actually want to wear it to, but I want to make sure I have enough left over just in case if I want to file. You can put it back on, but that's kind of a hassle, so we want to make sure we can get it as close to how we want it to lessen all that extra work. So I got this basically how I want it. I actually think I'm gonna put a little bit more in because I want just a little bit more thickness. I don't want to add too much more, but I definitely want a little bit more thickness. So I'm just gonna kind of go ahead and play with this and place it around where I need it to be. I want to keep those sides nice and thin and flat. I don't want that extra bulky. Making sure this cuticle is nice and flat as well. And now I know with some, they'll go ahead and do maybe 5 fingers at a time and then put it in the nail lamp. However, I don't want to mess it up. I don't want to smudge it. I don't want to hit it by accident or anything like that. So I'm just going to probably do a quick little flash cure under my nail lamp and then move on to the next nail, and then I'll do a full cure at the end. I'm placing this on my nail, and I might have to do a little bit of work with this one because it doesn't fit perfect on the nail, but not bad. My thumb tends to run a little bit bigger. So yeah, I've always had that issue with most forms or nails, but this no problem. We can always do some extra work at the end. So that seems pretty good. It seems like it's on there nice and tight, and I am going to go ahead and cure this under my nail lamp. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the next nail. We're going to switch gears just a little bit. That's the thing about the nail game. You have to improvise as you go. So I have my mini little flash curing lamp right here, and I think that's going to be easier. And then at the end, I'll put my fingers under the full nail lamp to cure. I'm going ahead and I'm going to place my polygel in my dual forms. I'm making sure I get the sides. However, I do want the sides a little bit thinner. I don't want it super thin, but I want it a little bit thinner so it will adhere to my nail. I'm going to move this along the line that I need it to go to. And I'm going to keep the cuticle a little bit thinner as well so it will adhere properly. If we need to add more, we can always do that. But I want to try to put as much as I can in to speed this along. And let's talk about this polygel. This polygel is amazing. It's not too sticky. It's not runny or watery. If you see it a little bit watery now, it's because of me. I put a lot of alcohol in, which I didn't need to do. But this polygel is amazing. It's a beautiful color. It moves very easy and effortlessly. And yeah, I really like it. So far, so good. And I'm going to put a little bit more towards the top of the nail. This is a little bit too thin down there. We have to go back in and clean up. We can always do that. But this will be our foundation for right now. And it takes a minute to know your ratio. There's no specific way. You just kind of have to play around with it. And if you see some areas that's a little bit thin, you just go back in and put a little bit more or take some off. And I'm going to turn it on this side. Make sure I get it all the way to the free edge. Place it on my nail. And you don't want to press it too hard, but you definitely want to make sure that it is adhered to the nail. I would say that's pretty good. And I'm going to go ahead and place it under my flash cure. I love this one because it is motion sensor. So as soon as you put your hand under, you're good to go. You don't have to click on any buttons or anything like that. So I'm just going to do this for a few seconds. And then I'm going to move on to the next finger. So that's how that one is looking so far. And once again, we'll do a full flash cure under the nail lamp. And I'll also turn my hands over so it can cure on the underside as well. Moving right along. I think I'm going to put a good bit of gel in this time. And push it where it needs to go. I'm gonna go ahead and adhere it to my finger right here, trying to put it on as straight as possible, and then I'm gonna go ahead and flash cure it. That should be good for right now. Go ahead and put a good amount, get it down to the line that I need it to be. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just smooth it out on the sides. And once you get the hang of it, it won't take that long. You'll be in your groove, you'll be in your element, and you can just kind of flow. But it does take a little while to kind of get your bearings, see how much you need inside of your dough form to get your brush just the way you need it to be. But it's a very simple process. It's fairly easy. So you'll be able to get to where you need to go. So again, I'm just putting this on the nail, and I love my little flash curing lamp. It is so strong and powerful, not in an uncomfortable way, but you definitely feel that it's doing what it needs to do. I just went ahead and hit my brush about 1 time in the alcohol because I don't want too much of it, because that's why it was runny before. Pressing it up on the sides, making sure I get that, but I am trying to keep the sides a little bit thinner. I don't want it too bulky over there. Thinning out the cuticle as well, pushing it down to the line where it needs to be, and just kind of going over it to make sure it's nice and smooth. Now I'm putting it on my finger, making sure it kind of just lays where it needs to be, and putting it under my mini flash lamp. I'm going to go ahead and do a full cure under my big nail lamp. Went ahead and did a full cure on the top side. Now I'm going to go ahead and flip my finger under so we can get a full cure on the underside. This is how we're looking like so far. We went ahead and did a full cure and also flipped our hand over. So the moment of truth, fingers crossed, let's go ahead and pluck these babies off. So this is what we're looking like so far. Not bad. However, before we go ahead and move on to the next hand, I am going to go in some areas and put some more polygel. I definitely want some more strength and some added structure to it, especially around the cuticles and some area where the free edge is, because it's a little thin in certain spots. I don't want it to break doing filing, shaping, and buffing, and I don't want it to pop off as well. The pinky is not bad, but I'll definitely go in and fill it in some spots just so we can add some strength to it. So let's go ahead and do that right now. I'm going to take a little bit, put some alcohol on my brush, and I'm going to just go in certain areas and just kind of fill it in. It's like a picture. You're coloring in the lines, well, the empty spaces. This is how we're looking like so far. Not bad. This side is okay, but on the other side is a little bit too thin for my liking. So I'm gonna go just a little bit right here, and I'm gonna put some more on for some strength and to cover up that little hole right there. I know it looks a little crazy, looks a little cray-cray, but listen, trust the process. This is a process. This is a journey. The destination will be amazing, but the journey may be a little rough, but we're gonna get there. All right. So I like this. This is good. It's giving me the shape that I need. It's giving me the coverage and everything. I'll put a little bit more right here. Do a quick flash cure under my nail lamp so I don't mess it up. I don't hit it, smudge it on anything, and we can kind of keep what we have going on. You just want to cover up those sides just a little bit. Put some more alcohol on my brush, and we are where we need to be. And I'm not worried about the shape. Once again, we'll file that down later, and this is polygel, so it won't take a lot. It will file down very nicely. Got it where we need it to be. I'm gonna go ahead and do a flash cure, and I'll fill in some more of the nails. So not bad. We're going to go ahead and move on to this pointer. And this one is not that bad as well. We're just going to fill in some of these empty spaces. So how are you guys doing? How's your new year going so far? I know we're just a couple days in, but how's it going? Do you guys have any New Year's resolutions? Are you sticking to the New Year's resolutions, or are you just going to kind of implement what you had going on? You want to change it up, do some things different, travel, things like that? What are you guys' intentions for 2025? Let's start that dialogue down below. Mine is to just put out more great content for you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you, especially the day ones. You guys are so amazing. I appreciate your comments, your feedback. So that's what I want to do. I just want to put out some more great videos for you guys, some more great content. I want to be able to engage with you. Tell me what you want to see. Tell me what you would like for me to do, some areas we can travel. I have some ideas, but you guys let me know how you feel also. So tell me what you want to see. Tell me what you would like for us to visit together. Comment down below on what your thoughts are, what you would like to see. A certain content, if you want to see more, maybe dip powder nails or acrylic, or if you like the unboxings. You guys seem to like the unboxings and the shorts. So I definitely want to give you guys what you want, because I do this for you guys as well. And I appreciate each and every one of you. So I want to give you what you want. So enough of me rambling. Once again, I'm just filling in some of these empty spaces. I don't want it to crack during filing, shaping, and buffing. I've seen that before. So we don't want that. I think this is pretty good. I'm just going to wipe this off. This is just some excess alcohol. It's not polygel or anything like that, thankfully. So yeah, once I wipe that off, I'm going to do a quick flash cure and I'll just move on to the rest of the nails. So I went ahead and put on the polygel where I need it to be, just to fill in some of these empty spaces. And I'm gonna go ahead and move on, putting my nails under my nail lamp so it can do a full cure for 60 seconds. This is what we're looking like so far. Listen, okay? I know what you're thinking. I'm thinking that too. However, we're going to trust the process. Let's trust the process, okay? So before I move on to the next hand, I'm going to go ahead and wipe this off, because I hate that sticky, tacky layer. So I'm going to go ahead and wipe this off so we can move on to the next hand and it's not so sticky. And I'm also going to wipe the underside as well, because why not? I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next hand before I do anything else, because I like to do all my filing, shaping, and buffing at the same time. I'm gonna go ahead and put on my dehydrator. I'm gonna go ahead and put my base coat on. I do not like to go all the way up on the nail. I go just a little bit above the cuticle. All right, and now we cure. So now it's time to put some of this polygel in the dual forms. So let's go. All right, so this is what we're looking like. A few things. First, we're going to go in and fill some of the empty spaces just like we did before. And I know you guys see this crookedness. I know you see the crookedness because I can see it. Okay, I can see it. But again, no worries, no worries. We're going to fix this during the filing. So let's go ahead and fill in these empty spaces so we can go ahead and get to the filing, the shaping, and the buffing. We're going to go ahead and jump into the filing, shaping, and buffing so we can get these nails all together. So let's go. So we are nearing the end of the video. I am going to go ahead and actually, if you wanted to, you can just go ahead and put your top coat, base and top coat on, and you'll be good to go. However, I am going to make sure I have a little bit more added strength so this will last. So I'm gonna put some of my favorite builder gel on, and I'm going to adhere a little bit of these crystals, these rhinestones, because hey, this is what we do. We love our bling and sparkly things over over here. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and put this builder on, and I'm going to place the rhinestone in the builder because I don't have any issues with any lifting or falling off. So that's what I'm going to do, and then we'll finish up with the top coat and we'll be good to go. And now we cure. All right, and the very last thing to top any nail set off is always to put some cuticle oil on. Cuticle oil is going to hydrate your nails. It's going to give it that finished, flawless look, and it is just going to give you so much needed moisture back into these nails. We had a lot going on, so never forget to put that cuticle oil on at the end to finish off your nail set. So this is going to be the finishing touches of our nail set today that we came up with our Polygel and our dual forms. You guys comment down below, have you used dual forms before? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Are you willing to give it a try? Let me know. Let's start that dialogue down below. And let me know how you like this nail set today. I'm actually in love with it. I love the length. I love the color. I love the little bit of sparkle and razz and dazz that we have with these rhinestones right here. It's not too much, but it is definitely an elevated finishing touch to set the nail set off. So once again, this is going to be our final look with our dual forms using Polygel today. Let me know how you guys like the set, or if you would like to see more sets like this in the future, or even if you would like to see different content in the future. If you want to see more hauls, unboxings, watch me work, all that good jazz, let me know. Thank you guys so much for allowing me to borrow a little of your time. It is always so greatly appreciated. Once again, Happy New Year to everyone out there. Love and prosperity always. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Share if you care, and I will catch you guys in the next videos.